New data shows most families benefiting from Oklahoma's private school tax credit system were already sending their kids to private school anyway. It's something we first told you about last year when data then showed a similar trend. News 4's Spencer Humphrey is here with why some lawmakers say something here needs to change. Spencer?
Yeah, Kevin, when this tax credit program was pushed in the legislature several years ago, proponents billed it as a way for kids whose families don't have the money to send them to private school to now have the opportunity to attend any school of their choice. But for another year, the data shows for most of the people taking part, that's not at all what's been happening.
New year, same story. New data shows the vast majority of families benefiting from Oklahoma's so-called parental choice tax credit already were sending their kids to private schools anyway. Numbers released this week by the Oklahoma Tax Commission showing less than 10% of the nearly 40,000 students approved for the program previously attended public schools. An even deeper look shows only 361 of those nearly 40,000 students came from financially disadvantaged or homeless families. Of the nearly $250 million state dollars spent on the program, less than $3 million of it actually went to those kids. We told you it was a similar story last year when the numbers for the first year of the tax credit program came out. At the time, Governor Kevin Stitt, a longtime supporter of the program, defended it as working as intended.
The people that say that the tax credit just went towards rich people, simply not true.
But numbers show this year 44% of students taking part came from high-income families making more than $150,000 a year. 27% came from families making between $75,000 and $150,000. About 20% came from families making $75,000 or below, and only around 9% came from families whose income qualifies them for state benefits like SNAP and Sooner Care.
Well, I think it's what we all knew would happen.
Former Republican State Representative Mark McBride says he only voted in favor of the parental choice tax credit bill because legislative leaders were not willing to pass a massive funding increase for public schools unless the tax credit also passed. He says he warned at the time other states with programs like this one saw this exact outcome.
Every state, you can go back and look at every state that has done a tax credit, and the similar things have happened. And not to even mention that some private schools in Oklahoma raised their tuition that exact amount of the tax credits. I told them exactly what was going to happen.
And knowing what he knows now,
I really regret the vote.
As for current legislators like Representative Jacob Rosecrans,
I'm running a bill to end it. I mean, I think I've run a bill a couple of times to end it, I'll be honest with you. It's an uphill battle in this GOP supermajority.
he says at minimum the legislature should amend the law with an income cap.
I think, especially in the rural areas, I think that people understand there's not a whole lot of private schools out there, and they're wondering probably why they're subsidizing families already going to private schools too. So I think we definitely need to take a look at this. We're losing $200 million, close to $250 million of monies that could go towards, public goods.
Of course, with the legislative session about to be underway, we'll keep an eye on this and let you know if any changes make their way through.